Thank you. Thank you very much. It's okay. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you who have visited the United States Congress and looked out onto the floor of Congress, you will note that there are only two paintings on the wall facing us as we make law and policy. One is of George Washington, of course, the father of our country. Who's the other? Lafayette. A large picture of Lafayette. Because even today, we Americans recognize and are grateful for the role that France played in the winning of our freedom and liberty in the United States. We have then a debt to pay, and that debt can be paid with our support for those people who are likewise struggling for their freedom and liberty in far-off reaches of the world. Without freedom, prosperity is usually destroyed, because without freedom, there is corruption. Without freedom, there is adventurism, especially military adventurism, that eats up the wealth of the people. And so without freedom, you have corruption, and you have no peace. So you have no prosperity, and you have no peace. In the last uprising that took place in Iran in 2009, our President Obama, went exactly the wrong direction. Our President was inconsistent in his silence toward the repression of those people in the streets of Tehran. He was inconsistent with the tradition of our country and contrary to our interests. Today, we have a new President of the United States. And I will tell you, in the uprising that has just happened in the last few months, we are on the side of the people and against the mullah regime. Is not just, of course, repressing their people, which we are hearing about today, but they have destroyed the process. That when you have no freedom, you have option terrorism overseas. Of their people on of Islam out throughout the region, a waste of resources. Worse, better than better, but also they have brought in a clique of corrupt officials, the economic people. Yes, that clique has not way that every hands that their wealth has been taken and stolen. We have to let people know that was enough is enough. The mullah regime to go. The people of the United States will unequivocally be on supporting the people and reform. We will no longer, like the United States, seek to have in which will basically not recognize what we're dealing with. Today, I can that we, the people of the United States, will be siding in the and those people who are demonstrating and those people who are seeking to have legitimate democracy rather than governments is out to obtain some. The only real legitimate government is to protect the accept religious views and to be able to like their without interference from the government. Do not or any other the people of this world how today we stand in solidarity with all people everywhere who believe that mankind has a chance to uplift the condition. We aren't by wasting our money on terrorism. We're not do some type of stuff. We're doing the and man. and we will side with people that we will side. The free people of the stand. It's time for freedom in our